Okay, nasai minasan. Today we want to talk about Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger episode 15. This is a really interesting episode because it shows us how the king of schemer actually scheme not only the rest of the king but also scheming towards Racles itself, because if you are not reading in between the lines, just like how Jeremy really likes to do, then you wouldn't actually kind of like see what Debowski is trying to do here, because how the hell did the rest of the king knew about Suzume's existence? Because all this while, Suzume's existence was never mentioned to the rest of the king, but why reveal it to them right now? It is to create a little bit of compassionate heart towards Debowski. So even if Debowski were to kneel down in front of them towards King Racles, they wouldn't actually hate him, because they actually understand that, hey, this is what Debowski is trying to do. He is trying to protect his sister and all those stuff. But if you really think about this, like, this is Debowski's plan, okay? Debowski purposefully asked Kuroda to tell Jeremy about the sister so that Jeremy is gonna blabber his mouth to the rest of the king and causing them to have that compassion heart towards him, even like I said, even if he bent the knee towards Racles itself. And even Racles, okay, like I'm not sure how smart Racles actually is, but it is quite obvious that Suzume is loyal still to Tofu and not towards Shugodan, because by the end of this episode, we actually get to see Suzume saying that all of this that I'm doing is for Tofu itself. So everything that they are doing, these two brothers and sisters, like, their mission in life is to help their country, is to help their nation. And we also learn in this episode that King Debowski became a king through a rebellion itself. He rebelled against the king because during the time of the Fury of Gods, the gods actually create kind of like destroy all of their land, and but the in a sense it causes a global famine and all that stuff, and the king at that time is busy trying to keep himself alive. So Debowski did what any sensible man is will ever do, which is to kill the king and became king himself. So that is the story of how Debowski became king, and I feel like this is something that we're gonna learn moving forward. We're gonna learn how the hell did all of these kings become kings itself. In the previous episode, we learned how does Yamagas become a king, even though it is not really the priority of the episode, but we actually get to learn that. And we also get to learn how Himeno Run, is it Himeno Run? Himeno actually became the queen of Ishabana as well. So next episode, we are definitely gonna see something really amazing that a lot of people is gonna be excited about, and that is a baby Rita. Okay, we are actually gonna see Rita when she is young, and we are gonna see how the hell did she actually became the king of Gokhan, the supreme justice itself. So this is the story of Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger so far, but I'm really curious to see how the story is gonna go, especially with how this episode ended. This episode ended with a really interesting scene, because Racles and Dethnarak is actually meeting up with one another with the arrangement of Jeremy. So what is going on, what is gonna happen, we are not sure. We are not sure how story is gonna go, how the story is gonna move, but one thing we know for sure is that we are gonna have a lot of amazing story moving forward. And I even I felt like in this, I just one thing to complain about this episode, which I find it really interesting, because this episode, I felt like Tarantula Night, it just came out of nowhere. Like, it almost felt like they forced themselves into the story itself. Like, Tarantula Knight doesn't need to make his first appearance in this episode at all, because the rest of the episode, although their focus are on Debowski, is on Suzume, is on Racles, so it doesn't really makes sense that Jeremy is the one that actually defeat the Kamen Rider looking Bugnarak in the story itself. And speaking of Kamen Rider Bugnarak, in the previous episode we got a Bugnarak that actually looks very similar to one of the Super Sentai series in the past, but today in this episode we actually get to have a Bugnarak that actually looks very similar to a Kamen Rider itself. But yeah, that is all from me. Okay, oh yeah, forgot, before I end the video I just want to talk about Kogane a little bit. I felt I'm really happy that they actually remember to show us Kogane and how she is actually doing, because I am 100% sure that her, like, the death of Gira is affecting her a lot. So getting to see that she's trying to keep everything together, she's trying to replace Gira, that is very honorable. But I really want to see that Gira would actually show herself to Kogane and let her know that, hey, I'm still alive, I'm not dead, don't be sad, something like that. But that is all from me. Hope you enjoyed this short video which cover Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger episode 15. And if you made it this far into the video, which is not that long, I would like you to comment the word battery in the comment section below to let me know you actually finished the episode. The reason why I say battery is because I have a jar of battery here, which I don't know why I actually kept battery in a jar, but that is just what I do. That is all from me. Hope you enjoy, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.